You know, when you get sick, you think about your life and how you're going to be remembered. You know what I realized would happen when I go? A 10% fall in share prices. Maybe 12. And that's it. Welcome to Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest, a weekly podcast where movie enthusiasts, current and ex-movie theater projectionists, new and old friends, take the time to talk about a movie that we just watched and answer that very question, should or shouldn't you watch this? The 11th movie of a 12-movie review series.
Only one more.
Of our Alien and Predator extravaganza.
This was a good one, bro.
This was surprisingly, I set it up in the last pod as the dessert, and it's good.
It is the just desserts for watching all the rest of this.
Whoever wins, we lose. Ladies and gentlemen, join us for the dessert. Why the dessert, you ask? Well, you've made it through the appetizers, all the courses, the side dishes, and you know you're full, but you can't resist. Pass the priest the dessert menu, please. The first in the 2-movie Predator-Alien mashup that we never knew we wanted. And 11 in our 12-movie series and part 1 of 2 of our review of Alien vs. Predator, the title bout from 2004.
In 5 days.
It's our planet. It's their war. AVP, Alien versus Predator. Rated PG-13.
Why did they come to our planet? Why did this happen on our planet? Did they explain that at the beginning?
I think they just... Yeah, they did. They showed the pyramids and the Aztec people. They were the gods.
But why didn't they just build that Aztec pyramid on the same planet as Predators?
Because they needed humans. They needed bodies.
Oh, for the spoilery shit that we shall not talk about right now. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. I'll buy that.
We're getting into it too soon.
Sorry.
Joining me is Mr. Gluten for Punishment. I said gluten.
You know what gluten is? It's anything that tastes good. Right? It's anything that
I meant glutton for punishment.
I like gluten better.
Because we've watched so many Predator Alien movies. But
I'm totally bred for a punch in the head,
Mr.
bro.
Gluten for Punishment.
Yep.
And reoccurring guest, Dr. Dare. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, man.
The second to last movie in this crazy journey that you started us on, by the way.
Fucking right I did. It was awesome.
During an archaeology. It's such a long word. During an archaeological expedition on Bouvetea Island in what? Bouvetea Island in Arctic.
Spell that. Let's do this.
Okay, it's Bouveto with the slash, so it's like a Scandinavian O. YA. Bouvetea Island in Antarctica. A team of archaeologists and other scientists find themselves caught up in a battle between the two legends. Soon, the team realize that only one species can win. Are they talking about one species, meaning the alien or predator, or us?
Just those two.
Okay.
No one on that party was dumb enough to think that they could win.
I mean...
Except...
the protagonist.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there. Directed by Paul W.S. Anderson.
What else did he do, dude?
I'll tell you.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you.
But before we do, W.S., who has a middle initial with two...
He started as a children's author.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. No.
Oh my
no, I'm
gosh.
thinking like R.L. Stein or like there's
a
ton of children's authors.
Paul W.S. Anderson. W.S. Anderson.
What is his full name?
I don't know. I'm not.
What is the W and S? Paul. I'm not going to make
W. Yeah. Director of Mortal Kombat from the 90s, not the new one.
Oh, the good one.
The good one. Event Horizon.
Okay.
And director of 4 of the 6 Resident Evil movies.
Dude, that makes so much sense now.
Dessert.
Oh my God,
all those
he
movies
specializes.
are terrible, but they're
Yes.
very awesome to watch.
I love all of the dogs. Everything
The
from the
zombie
Resident
dogs.
Evil is so. I just don't. Come fight me if you don't like those movies, man.
All the boss fights.
So fucking fun. It's like watching a live action video game.
Like I don't even really like the first one that much because it's kind of borderline
Like
good.
too realistic.
It's like kind of good, but the rest of them are amazing. And there's 6 of them. Well, actually, a 7th one came out recently, and like this last year.
I didn't see it.
and I haven't seen it either.
The thing is, the Umbrella Corp, if you're going to make movies like this, the corporation that's funding it has got to be cool as shit.
Yeah,
Umbrella Corp,
awesome. Great,
all the different
great logo.
variations.
Another great logo, just
dude.
like Weyland Yutani.
Weyland Yutani, dude.
Amazing.
So cool.
Yeah,
I wonder if they're the same company.
no.
Umbrella Yutani Corp.
Weyland Umbrella Yutani Corp.
Saurian.
Top billed stars: Sana Lathan.
Is that one word?
Sana, Sanaa. Sana Lathan.
Huh.
Lance Henriksen.
He's back, baby.
Back, baby. Raul Bova.
He was super good. He's a terrible actor, but I liked him in it.
And Ewan Bremer from Trainspotting, the guy that we really like. And Tommy Flanagan, which is the guy from Braveheart, the guy with the scar
face guy.
which is his actual face.
It is not makeup.
Not makeup. Runtime of 1 hour and 41 minutes, the second shortest of all 12 movies. And technically, if you take out the 10 minutes of credits, it's really only an hour and 30 minutes.
It was 10 full minutes.
10 full minutes.
Yeah.
Rated PG-13, the only of all the movies that we're reviewing in the Predator Alien series.
It had just as much like violence and action as the others, it felt like.
We actually watched the unrated cut, which adds like an extra 7 minutes to the film and really poor CGI blood, which...
I mean, there was one, I'm only going to say this because I don't know if I'll remember. There was one where the blood like dripped and then filled a little spot in his face. And it looked like they did it with a marker.
Out of his nose?
Yeah, and then like in whatever that spot in your cheek is.
Yeah, the little
It was
crease.
the worst CGI I've seen in any movie ever.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. You can tell that there was some backlash from the fans, and they're like, all right, well, we got to make this unrated cut for the Blu-ray release.
Literally, you're like, oh, that's only in the unrated cut. Got it.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes says this is a horror / sci-fi. IMDb says action, adventure, and horror, but no sci-fi. I don't understand why you don't include sci-fi, IMDb.
I mean, it should be the first one. There are fucking 2 kinds of aliens.
It's the most sci-fi of all sci-fi.
Unless those aliens exist, this is science fiction, guys. Those aren't real.
And it's not, fantasy at all. It's sci-fi.
Yeah,
it's PG-13, not too much horror, but yeah.
I don't know. They keep putting horror on these. Why?
I don't understand.
Just because they're scary? Does that just mean that any scary action?
I would say action, adventure, sci-fi. That's what I would say.
Me too.
Because there's some adventure because of the archaeological aspect of the movie. It's awesome.
Yeah. Do they have... Okay, sorry, but do they have like a definition of each one of those things like on their site where it's like, hey, if it says thriller, this is what it has?
That's a good question.
We should find that.
I should look that up because that would be fun to read because I'm sure it's terrible.
We should just read through it one time and then know going forward, all right, did they fit their own shit?
Yeah, I like that. Speaking of IMDb, they give it a 5.6 out of 10 from 125,000 reviews. Rotten Tomatoes, however, gives it 21% from 146 critic ratings and 39% from 250 plus thousand audience ratings.
Bro, I'm supposed to guess those. I will cut you if you do that to me again on your podcast, Chris. Oh, shoot. I will cut you.
Sorry.
I'll cut you. That's bullshit, dude. I would have got that wrong.
You would have got that wrong.
So wrong.
But redeem myself.
Okay.
I'm introducing a new category.
Yes.
It's so new that I don't even have a sound effect. We can do. I guess we could do this.
I don't know how to make any sound effects, or I'd help you out.
Popcorn reads reviews. Okay, so these are reviews that I've garnered from IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes.
What a great idea. Okay, you know what? Next time I better be able to guess, but I will definitely forgive you.
All right, thank you. You're welcome, I should say.
Yes, thank you so much.
Andrew K. says, certainly not any worse than Alien Resurrection. Script and production are better, kind of screws with the chronology, and puts xenomorphs on Earth for the first time. Better than Freddy vs. Jason, 3 out of 5 stars.
That's actually a pretty thoughtful review.
I agree.
Damn.
That's why I selected it.
I will I'll side with, what's his name? Alan?
Andrew K.
Andrew K, dude. Thumbs up.
Better than Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
All right, this one's entitled Cash Grab from Digital Beach Bum. This is a terrible movie, which is nothing more than a cash grab. The script is terrible. I reject it for moral reasons.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? That guy's moral compass is fucked up.
Yeah.
Because this was obviously a cash grab. Any movie that ever comes out is a cash grab, dumbass.
After 10 movies, yes, this is a cash grab.
Yeah, the first time they released, the first Aliens was a cash grab. They were trying to get cash. Every movie is. This was released like 30 fucking years later, man. Of course. Hey, how can we get some money? Let's make another one.
All right, Deuce 122 says the plot concerns some kind of archaeological dig in Antarctica and step right into the middle of a war between the aliens and predators. Blah, 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 blah. Shame on the producers for wanting to please Hillary Duff fans as opposed to the real fans of both series who were seriously robbed of a good film. Unlike last year for superior Freddy vs. Jason.
How you found two that reference? What the fuck does Freddy vs. Jason have? Just because it's a versus?
Awful rating. 1 out of 10 from Deuce 122.
Fuck that guy too. I hope you're listening right now, Deuce.
All right. How about you, F? Gives it a half star saying, learning that one of the predators was a white dude really disappointed me.
What? What?
I don't know. I thought this was a more forward-thinking franchise. Jokes aside, shots are confusing, weak practical effects, shitty costumes, horrible interpretation of xenomorphs, locomotion was disappointing early on and inconsistent at best.
Wait, locomotion was disappointing?
That's why I included it, because I don't understand what that means. Predator's mandibles and hair whips are equally dramatic in this one. They got their money's worth out of the overly chill protagonist staring down the alien bitey tongue, and hopefully their last bit of mileage out of the dying alien. Ultimately, though, the Predator's impressive spare jawline and decent 5 o'clock shadow were enough to make me finally make a Rotten Tomatoes account so I could get on here and tell you guys that I hope no one in the past, present, or future of mankind ever embarrasses themselves this much again.
I am really... Did you pick ones that would personally attack me?
Yeah.
Am I just like a simpleton who loves everything?
I put the worst ones first, okay? I'm bookending them from people who hated it the most and people who loved it the most. Oh. Okay, here's Muhammad Rafahik.
I like this guy already.
Really underrated. One of my all-time favorites. A mixture of 2 classic Alien franchises and an action-packed film. Highly recommend. A+ movie. My recommendation is 10 out of 10.
Okay, that's too far. Too much.
As a film is not something excellent, but at those days back, it was a dream to see in a screen the battle between those 2 iconic villains. And that film gave us the pleasure. Still, Henriksen is one of my most underrated actors.
Yes, I wrote this.
Ivan Manhole gives this, why so bad marks? I don't understand why so bad marks. I think it can be compared with Aliens, but on a much smaller scale. Some dialogue are maybe ridiculous, but some are pretty well managed. The lighting scenes are remarkable, and the 2 species needed a film where they can fight. In my opinion, this is a very good film. Maybe some of the Predator's skills could have been more eloquent, but all in all, it's a watchable and entertaining 10 out of 10 for me.
That's like a 10-year-old ESL person.
Yeah.
Right there. Love
I have 3 more short ones. This one's from Anonymous.
Like the hacker
The
group?
hacker. Yeah, the hacker.
Shit.
Correct. In the age of 25, now I remember all good times.
Dude, I don't know how you read that sentence with a straight face.
I watched this movie as a child, 5 or 6 year old, and I loved this nostalgic treasure. 5 out of 5 stars.
That's the best one, dude.
I got to read it again. In the age of 25, now I remember all good times. I watched this movie as a child, 5 or 6 year old, and I loved this nostalgic treasure.
There's a lot to unpack. Who's watching that when they're 5?
I mean, that's insane.
When did this come out? Was this kid born in like 1999?
2004.
So this kid was born in 1999.
Yeah.
So now they're 20. Well, when did he post that review?
In the age of 25, now I remember all good times.
That makes sense. Okay. My bad. Got it.
Moving on.
all clear.
JSS says, meh, it's okay, I guess. 2 out of 5 stars. And Cameron B gives it a 1 star, saying, it's fun to watch. It's a Taco Bell film.
Okay. Taco Bell film would be higher than 1 star.
What is he talking about? It's fun to watch. It is a Taco Bell film.
Bro, you've never heard the term a Taco Bell film?
Are you serious?
No, of course.
Oh my gosh. You had me going like I'm some weird
You
Reddit
never heard of that?
thread that I don't understand.
Yeah, man.
Where to watch this? At the time of this recording, you can stream this on HBO Max and AMC with subscriptions, Tubi TV with ads, or you can buy it. Or you can purchase the 2-pack for like $4.67. Or you can permanently watch it on Popflix. If you choose the highest tier of our Patreon account, you'll have access to the Popcorn Priest's permanent collection. Go to patreon.com/Popcorn Priest. This brings us to...
I like that. I think that should stay.
You like the added? This brings us to our hottest segment in podcasting right now. Should or shouldn't you watch this? 5 reasons why you should watch this. Number 1, Bishop is back.
Yes.
And he's not Bishop. He's Mr. Whalen.
I cannot believe he's in this.
Number 2, the lore is pretty great.
It's the best part of the movie, dude.
And they really show you a lot of the lore.
You get to see a ton. I don't want to spoil it, but there's the
pyramid
whole movie
is great.
Filled with it. The ship. You see a lot of clear shots of the Predator, many Predators, like all the shots of the Queen and how they've got her chained and how they do.
That's number 3. The setup is surprisingly awesome. The pyramid and everything that happens inside the pyramid is
so cool.
Way awesome. They're like tickling my Indiana Jones bone right there.
Yeah, like how every 10 minutes the whole thing rotates.
Oh man, it's
so cool.
And it's all practical. It looks so amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. Number 4, the slow-mo game is strong with this one. Some of the coolest Alien Predator slow-mo stuff I've ever seen.
It had a couple of the best shots of the whole series as far as slow-mo goes. It was amazing.
Yeah. Number 5, it has aliens, and also it has predators.
And they fight. That should have been number 1.
Yeah, insert this in your life if you haven't already.
Anyone who's like, oh, I wish there was a better plot, just doesn't understand the whole point. It doesn't matter. They're fighting, period.
Yeah, Alien versus Predator.
Yes.
If you think you're going to get an 8 out of 10 movie...
Who cares what the setup is?
Yeah, dude. We're just waiting for them to fight.
And they did.
And they did. And we got exactly what they promised.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. So, yeah, go watch this. If you like aliens, if you've watched more than 3 Alien movies and more than 2 Predator movies, you should watch this.
I mean, you pick the bad ones because they're funny on those reviews. Those guys are dead wrong.
They're dumb, yeah.
I think our philosophy on the sequels is there should have more it should just be more exaggerated shit from the first.
Yeah.
They've explained everything. We don't need anything. Show me more cool stuff, bigger fights, badder ass.
And they did. They delivered on all fronts.
The Queen.
It's amazing. Kind of a spoilery.
Yeah, sorry.
Very cool.
Holy crap.
Yes.
Yeah, you should definitely watch this.
Yeah. This brings us to...
For God's sake, just give me the damn number!
Popcorn by the numbers. All right. You want to guess things. Estimated budget? Or excuse me, not estimated, but on a budget of...
On a budget of 80 million.
Close. That's really good. 70 million.
I was trying to... The last one I think was 78 or something. So I was like, it's got to be
88
close.
million.
Oh, it was. Okay.
88 because freaking Shane Black had so much pull after Iron Man 3. So 70 million bucks. And we kind of spoiled this because we talked about it
Yeah,
last.
this is like almost 200.
It was 172 million.
Yeah.
And the number one of all
franchise.
5 or 6 Predator films. And, well, Predator and Alien films.
And you know what? I've thought more about what I said. It should be the highest grossing. Because by this point, you should have the maximum amount of fans possible. And everyone who was a fan of the earlier ones should have gone to see this in the freak. You have 2 franchises.
Plus, it's PG-13.
Yeah.
Like, anyone could go see this.
Yeah, it makes complete sense now. More than it did when we heard it was the top earlier in the series.
And it came out at Christmas. Like, Christmas break, kids are like...
Yes.
Everyone's going to go see this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. We're not going to get into where they rank, but this one ranks first, and that's all you need to know. Alien versus Predator Requiem ranks third. So at $128 million. So let's get into some by the numbers. I don't have very many, except for scenes with stand-ins. Ian White played all of the Predators. He was the first Predator actor since Kevin Peter Hall, who died in 1991. He is 7'1" tall.
What's his name?
Ian White.
Ian White.
Spelled W-H-Y-T-E.
Is that like a joke from the guy with the reviews
I
that it
think
was
that
played
might-
by a white guy?
By a white guy.
Because it seemed like he was joking. Okay, that's funny.
I think that's kind of funnier now.
Like a little too vague, bro, but good joke.
Speaking of Ian White, he plays all 3 Predators in the film, and in shots featuring the 3 of them together, stand-ins were used for the other 2, and would go on to appear as the Predator in Alien vs. Predator Requiem in 2007, as well as the last engineer in Prometheus from 2012.
What?
Yeah, in all 3 movies, his characters are either killed or mortally wounded by aliens. That means that he has been nearly killed off 5 times by an alien throughout his career.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's way more interesting than it has any right to.
Yeah,
be.
he was in
Nice.
Prometheus. There's weird connective tissue there.
Yeah, that is really weird.
Considering Ridley Scott hated all of the Alien versus Predator movies and basically doesn't like acknowledge them at all.
It's not canon to him.
Exactly. All right.
Oh, that's cool.
How many fake tons of snow were used in this film?
It's
Dr.
the worst
Dare?
fake snow I've ever seen, and I'd guess like 13 tons.
15 to 20 tons.
Oh my gosh.
Nice job, man. I mean,
That's a pretty good guess.
very good. Very good.
All of a sudden, there was a scene where someone's face was in it, and it like took me completely out of the movie. Like, oh my gosh.
You're thinking, I kind of want to make some instant potatoes right now.
Seriously, dude. Put some gravy on that.
The movie takes place 17 years after Predator from 1987, which took place in 1987, and 118 years before Alien from 1979, which took place in 2122. So there's some, even though no one really acknowledges these movies as canon.
I mean, they can't be,
No.
but it's fun as hell.
We kind of, a little sprinkling of spoilers already, but body count.
I don't know. Ooh, okay. Body count 17.
It's not great. 32.
Were there even 32 people?
And that includes Predators. But I found another body count that includes the xenomorphs. And which, are you racist against xenomorphs? You can't include them in your body count?
I was thinking
Internet?
just humans.
No, this is all
Creatures.
Well, no, the first count that I gave you includes Predators. but they didn't include xenomorphs.
That's
they're
messed
racist.
up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
So if we're including all creepy crawlies, it took place, or excuse me, it was 55 versus 32 because there's a lot of xenomorphs.
We were way wrong on our egg count. We were like trying to figure out how many aliens there were. It was difficult.
Yeah, we were just spooning that dessert in. We weren't really
that's true.
Trying to break down the ingredients that much.
Yes, that's true.
Well, anything you want to talk about before we close this part 1 of AVP?
I want to talk about a lot of things, but they're all spoilers.
All right.
It's dessert, man.
At this point, there's going to be spoilers next week, so you need to go and watch this if you want to.
No, you should. Don't listen to Chris. Go watch this.
And then come back next week and join us for a breakdown of Predators from 2000. And that's the wrong film. And join us for a breakdown of AVP from 2004.
Yes.
Hit me up on the Twitters or the Instas if you want to interact with the great Popcorn Priest at Popcorn Priest. Drop me a line and say hi. If you've enjoyed this or any of our previous episodes, please subscribe so you can get notifications on our newest episodes. I love movies and would love it if you'd share the love. Share this with the movie lover in your life. Another way to support the show is by throwing a few shekels at the priest.
Do it.
Visit patreon.com/popcorn priest and see what extra perks you can enjoy. And as always, thanks for listening. And thanks to my guest, Dr. Dare. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Join us next week for part 2 of AVP from 2004.